I hope that wasn't important. Guess who got demonetized? Wow, really? You messed it up, bro. It wasn't Mad, because Mad never got monetized because YouTube, you know, Mama Susan be hating the YouTuber.
It wasn't Mr. Greg Gregory because he hasn't been monetized because Mama Susan hates.
Yeah, I bet Grant's like up to what, like 50 now? 50K? Probably. Anyway. Well, I'm back to save Scott's channel. By the way, it serves him right to have this done because he gives me so much shit. Does not support me, even though I do so much work for his channel. I don't know why I went kind of like a beetle at the end of that one. Yep. Oh shit.
Reigning is the Mad King, comes with no ease. Burden of greatness is hard on these knees. Lameness is your particular disease. Searching with jokes, that's my sacred degree. Bloods and grits got
you ever put on a hoodie, but like you didn't adjust like a t-shirt underneath, and so it kind of like crumples up underneath your armpits, and one of your armpit is burnt from an IED?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Every single day, man.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that, like, you know, everybody can relate to.
Guaranteed. Mama Susan treats me like I'm a refugee, but I know how to use her. The YouTuber's YouTuber. Fighting on back roads and back rooms. I be saving the future.
I love it.
I'm in hell for to the Chad.
Grant, how long have we been doing this? And people are still like, hot mic, hot mic.
From the very beginning, I believe.
I'm sure they got to know at this point.
Oh, what's Gucci, my ninjas? Except for you, Cholo Pillar. Cholo Pillar. I don't think a lot of people know that story, do they? Or did I tell that story on a dump last time?
Yes.
About my battle with the centipedes. Or not centipedes, the caterpillars. Dude, they're still out there. They're on the wall.
You just gotta burn down the place.
The whole place?
The castle
Yeah.
is lost.
That's what happens when you mess with one of the chosen ones.
Right? All right, so I'm going to start us off with a story. Let's get it going. So, years ago, I was living with some guys had a roommate. We all had our own room. It wasn't weird or anything. Anyway,
Totally like bros.
so I watched The Conjuring, right? And I'm not a horror guy. But anyway, so now I'm trying to go to sleep. And above me, like, you know, the ceiling or whatever, I hear like this scratching. It sounded like a coin on the floor that somebody was moving around with their foot, like these scratches. And y'all know me, I embrace my whiteness. I can say it. I don't fuck around with this shit, right? He's not monetized. Anyway, so I sat right up and I said, look, if you fuck with me, I will burn this motherfucker to the ground. You'll be haunting ashes by the time I'm done. Don't fuck with me. It stopped. Cool. A few days go by, right? I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm in the shower, scrubbing up my goodies and whatnot. And I don't know why I did this. And so, anyway, so I got the shampoo in the hair. And then out of nowhere, the entire like shower faucet pops out of the fucking wall towards me. Turned off the water, got out, didn't even dry off, put on my clothes, and I left. Fucking just left. Went, bought some things, had a drink at the bar. And I get back and I'm walking up to the house and my roommate, he's coming out. He's like, hey man, we got to do something about these raccoons, dude. They're in the wall. Like I was in the shower and it hit the pipes and I was like, he goes, what are you doing with a can of gas? I'm like, this thing? That's totally unrelated to what we were talking about. Raccoons. Yeah, we need to get rid of those. I almost burnt that whole thing down anyway.
I mean, the solution still would have got rid of the raccoons.
Absolutely. I mean, I still burnt down the house. I don't want to fuck around with like a ghost raccoon. You know what I mean? I want to be haunted by one of those things.
Does that mean that they eat the ghost of garbage, or they just eat the garbage as a ghost?
They probably always knock over your garbage.
You know, I guess it would depend on whether or not they died as a moral or a good raccoon, because like the hell would be that you would have it like, it would look like heaven. There's so much garbage just everywhere, except you're a ghost and you can't eat anything. Like you just go through the garbage.
Yeah, so they're always constantly knocking it over, but they can't get at it.
Oh,
So they're
not a
just
horror guy.
furious.
I guess God. No, horror is the movie genre. Horror.
There's still a whole movie genre though.
There is, yeah. It can be like She-Hulk. Anyway. Oh, yep. See you running with scissors. Also, not a hot mic. Anyway, where's all the green names?
Well, it's a hot mic whenever we talk into them. Am I right, guys?
No, hot mic is referring to whether or not the mic is actually on.
Yeah, but I was
It's not a
changing
temperature
the
thing.
context. Be like, yeah, we're so good.
Oh,
bring the fire.
okay. No,
Oh, no,
I get it now because
morally
next time
justice.
next time
it
you
doesn't
try
have
to
anything to do with the temperature of a microphone.
next time you try to change the context, make it funny. Anyway,
No deal.
Hell is having to walk around with a bottle cap for legs. That bastard cut me in half. No, no, I know how Maul felt. Oh yeah. Oh, that's fucking great, dude. I cut off that thing's head. I should have put it up as a warning. The girlfriend thinks like it when I killed it, it sent out some type of pheromone or some shit that like alerted all of his bros to like a threat. So,
Well, like the beginning of Snyder's Superman, you know, when he screamed and then it did this weird shockwave, but you just didn't see it.
Oh,
That's probably what happened.
and it went like around the world as
Yeah.
a scream would.
Yeah. Didn't get louder
Caterpillar
or
scream.
quieter.
It checks
so.
out. That is
Oh,
science.
okay, no green names. Now I got it.
Don't be science deniers. That was total science. Anyone that doesn't believe science
Right.
denier.
I guess we can get started then. Anyway, joining us tonight is Mr. Grant Gregory from
Hello.
Australia. What do you have? 50K?
No, half that. So, yeah. So, shorts are great if you don't have a channel.
If you
But
don't
if
have
you
a
do-
channel?
Yeah. Oh, someone's at the door. Give me a second.
Oh, no problem. Oh, I can't wait to find out who it is. What special guest just came through? Is it the mailman? Damn it, what's his name? Lawrence Fishburne from Pee Wee Herman. The show. What was his character's name?
Never watched it, so no idea.
Cool. Well, I'll wait for chat then. Anyway, also joining us is Yeti. Oh, where my Yeti at?
Yeah, Yeti's right here.
It's been a while. We need to start doing that on Stu's shit too.
Oh God, yeah.
He'll love it.
We will give him an aneurysm.
Bro, I was not expecting. So Stuart from the loading crew, he's what do they call him? Not a nerd. I mean, he is a nerd.
A weeb?
Yeah, he's definitely a weeb. Yeah, I couldn't think of weeb, even though I'm a weebologist. Anyways, certified. Yeah, and so we played D&D with him, and dude, I was not expecting him to let me do the entire Dusty Rhodes
I don't
Hard
think
Times
he wanted to
promo?
let you.
I mean, he never stopped me. I just kept going. Baby, Dusty Rhodes, the American dream. I got 12 moves that are banned in 27 states. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, I forgot that you have no idea when I was telling you to cut a promo. I forgot you would have no idea what that means. You know when the wrestler's like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you tonight when we meet at
Oh,
WrestleMania
Yeah.
18." You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, it makes sense now.
Yeah, that's what cutting a promo means. This is why Jeff will never have you on World Class Bullshitters. Ever heard of him? Speaking of which, I got a message from him earlier. I'm going to be back over there soon. Oh, I'm going to be on Lil Chad tomorrow.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the door too.
Well, get the fuck out of here.
I'm dead serious.
I don't know about y'all, Chad, but I do not believe that anyone is at his door. I call bullshit. Anyway, Chad, I guess what are you guys up to? Me? Not much, man. You know, just doing my thing, chilling out, whatever. But yeah, I guess. Wait, was that at my door?
All right, I'm back.
Damn it. I was going to do a bit, but I didn't have the sound set up correctly to have a knocking sound come through. It went through the wrong thing. Anyway, whatever. Let's get to the chat here. See who's here tonight. We got Running with Scissors. He's already gone, so we can skip him. Lord Thoth is here. Who was at the door, by the way?
It was my grandparents, so just giving me a birthday card.
Oh, wait, your birthday's tomorrow.
No, my birthday was yesterday for me, but today for you.
Shit! Yeti forgot. I had it on my calendar. In our defense, you did just tell us this like 2 days ago that it was your birthday. That's why I talked about my birthday coming up for 3 months.
Week. Nice. That's okay.
Well, last week I was unavailable.
Yeah, I told you when you were out.
Man, I feel bad. We're gonna make it up to you tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Saturday is the Grant celebration day. You only turn 43 once.
That's true. I'll let you know when it happens.
LQ3 would be nice to use. Yeah. LQ3. I don't think I've ever seen you around. Definitely haven't seen you on my channel. Think about subscribing. Andrew's here. 16-bit mascot. Haven't seen you in a minute. This fucking thing. And the lovely Sherry. Thank you for being here for representation. E. Clay Thompson. That's the best intro song on YouTube. You're damn right it is, and it's all about me. I mean, what? I don't know what a better combination would be. You have Tom doing the vocals, and the subject matter is something we all love. Me, like it could spell success. Let's see here. Who else? Oh, Monkey Jeebus is around.
Yeah, can't spell
Eric K.
success without spelling suck. That's for sure.
Did I say hi to Eric K or E Clay?
You said E Clay. You haven't said hello to Eric K yet.
Okay, well, maybe next time. Cody K's here. Oh, Eric K's here. Zachariah. We're gonna go with that from now on. The Time Prophet's here. What's going on? No Yeti. Seriously, does your toxicity know no bounds? Oh my god, that's awesome. And this person, Dr. Anonymous colleague at Madgarrian, that was an excellent speech during D&D. Thank you. That is why you needed Jeff on there. Yeah, Jeff would have got it. Also, yes, Yeti is totally lying. Nobody was at his door. Right? He hasn't been back yet. I remembered. How sad, Matt. What? Remembered what? I don't remember now. What did I say that was sad? Got a happy birthday here. Oh, your birthday. Hey, at least I am not the only one who ain't green. Yeah, no one is, yeah. Matt has... it's like Alzheimer's, but yeah, but from birth. Hey, Tina. If you're in the... Not the super duper secret Wednesday dump chat, but the Wednesday dump edition DM group, I put the link in there. HOD discussion because I'm not into it. Shrugs.
I'll just send her a link.
Yeah.
Make it easier.
Yes, thank you. He ever visits school. Have you ever heard that song by Hollywood Undead? I Must Be Emo. Oh, it's fantastic. I must be emo. No. No one's heard that one. It's awesome.
No, I haven't heard that one. I know he has, but he's just overwhelmed with emotion because he couldn't handle the fact that someone knocked at my door and no one knocked on his door. So now he's
you weren't here when he said that somebody was knocking at his door now.
Oh, really? Yes. Fuck, he can't even let me have one thing on my birthday.
Right? He just always is stealing someone's bit, you know? That's a fact. Anyway. Hey, brother, say what's going on, man? Hey, Zach, if you want to join, we can get the link out to you too. Since Yeti had somebody very important. Both of his doors. I really love watching like what catches on and what doesn't. Like Yeti's two butthole thing becoming canon. No idea that was gonna stick. Like it's just one of those things you just throw out there and it lands and it's perfection. You know, maybe that's just me. I'd rather go into my room and listen to my 3 Days Grace. Oh, 3 Days Grace. That's not the Christian. No, what's the Christian band? It's something Grace. 3 Days Grace was like, yeah.
Yeah, 3 Days Grace was I hate everything about you, pain, animal I become.
Oh,
that one.
Tina, sorry to hear that because like anyone that goes to the dentist I would never recommend it. Like they're always going to find something. So just don't go. Same thing with cancer. Don't go to a doctor. You never had cancer. Anyway, yeah, like anyone that's in a waiting room of the dentist at night must be an emergency. Eesh. Probably a wisdom tooth. You ever had your wisdom teeth taken out?
Yeah, not that you know.
That's
I only
a
have
bucket.
8. I only have 8 teeth. That's my bottom ones. I don't have any.
Oh,
top-
that's
top teeth.
right.
Yeah.
Oh man, I completely forgot about that. Just like I forgot about your birthday. I wanted to say it before chat did,
Yeah. That's
because you know it was
exactly-
coming.
No, I spent the birthday with all my friends over here, so yeah, I was alone.
Really, dude? You could have called me.
I did.
No, you didn't. I know that's a lie. Oh, Brahma Bull says happy birthday to Grant, but he can't show up tonight because my daughters, they have, sport activities.
They
not even a
play
real
they
sport,
play
it's soccer.
above water sports ball, I think it's called.
Water polo? I dated a chick that played water polo. What an annoying
Dear
sport.
diary, mood, app.
Like, before I get into this, like, you know what I mean? Like, why am I even there at the game? I'm only there at the game because so that she knows that I'm there at the game.
Yeah,
She can't
well, I
hear
mean,
me. She's underwater, I think. I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
It's one of those like cyclical things that make no sort of sense. Like, why do you learn algebra at school? So you can teach your kids, help your kids with their algebra homework when they're at school. That's it.
Yeah. Tina said she had a tooth break on Monday. Ooh, that's rough. I did have 2 of my wisdom teeth taken out, not the other 2. So before you deploy, when you're in the military, you have to go through all these different checks, right? And one of the checks, you got to go to the dentist. Anyway, so I'm there in the chair, and by the way, we're just lined up like cattle. There's like so many, like there's all these different dentists that are there just running us all through. And so this was 2005. So like they needed they were just throwing numbers at the problem in Iraq. So they didn't really care. But anyway, so he's in my mouth. He's like, yeah, you probably need to get these 2 wisdom teeth taken out, but we'll worry about that if you make it back. I went, what? He goes, when you get back. When you get back. Fucker said, if you come back. What an asshole.
Pathetic.
I wonder
My life
how
is
many
spiraling
people
downward.
Was that?
he was right. I said, I wonder how many people he's right about. It's like, he's just like, yeah, you don't look really fit. I don't think you're gonna make it. So let's just book it in for a couple of months future.
Right.
Potentially.
Like, you're really just playing the numbers there. You know what I mean? Because like, there should be a good portion of the people that you'd say that they're not coming back. You know?
Yeah, it's like,
especially not in
it's
that
like-
time.
Yeah, he goes to his receptionist. She's like, "Where's my 2:30 appointment?" And then went, "Oh yeah, blew up in Baghdad. Sorry." It's like, okay. Like, I mean, I'm sure that's happened
Hold
before.
on. If he has a 2:30 and the dude is on his way from Iraq, like, I don't think he was gonna make it there to begin with.
No, he's not taking care of the news or anything. So he just didn't know. Because that's the
By the way,
secretary's job.
That's another thing that grinds my gears when people make appointments but have no intent of keeping it. Ugh. Don't say you're going to be at the dentist and then deploy to Iraq.
I couldn't get enough money to go to the Blood Red Romance and Suffocate Me Dry concert. It sucks because they play some of my favorite songs like Stab My Heart Because I Love You and Rip Apart My Skull and of course Stab You, Rip, Stab. And it does-
Oh, you know the song Yeti?
Yeah, I do. It was hilarious back in
No,
the day.
it's not surprising at all that you know this song. Speaking of emo Yeti,
because it's hilarious. It's an absolute hilarious song. It downloaded like the MP3 and just put it on.
okay, look, only one of us is moving them.
Jeez,
God damn.
God, guys, what's up?
Hey,
I'm
by
feeling
the way,
depressed because I didn't change my name right. So I'm
Yeah.
feeling really depressed. How about you?
I'm just gonna guess that Scott was the last one on the computer.
Yeah, that bitch. I'm gonna
Didn't even change your
it.
name.
You know what it is. All you bitches do. Edwin. Spelled EDCO. Unmonetized. Oh, well, Scott, you know what? Mr. Grant Gregory, we found out. Okay, I've been telling Scott for months. You planned this. You planned this, Mr. 23,000 subs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how many I get. Don't look into it.
It seems like it's really affected you as well, Edwin. Like, this is the most
Totally.
subdued version I've ever seen of you.
Look, Mr. Charcoal, listen. Scott was warned by so many people not to do this, and he didn't listen. So I don't. Whatever.
It's
Yeah.
a patriarchy all over again.
Shut
I'm
up,
pretty
Yeti.
sure-
Never gave me a call after that night, you slut.
Do you get to choose the butthole, or does like he have a specific one?
Who, Yeti?
Yeah, because he has two buttholes. You know this.
Yeah, I do know this. That's actually really funny that you said that. Yeti likes me in one and something else in the other, and I'm not even going to tell you, but think of
won't
the
tell you what
biggest
it is.
vegetable you can, zucchini boy.
I just didn't know because, like, you know, all guys always like go to the left boob when they're like with a chick. I don't know what it is. Like,
Laugh.
wait, no, right boob, right boob. You're left, they're right.
Wow, that's so weird because I don't know what
Yeah.
boobs are. They're disgusting.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised that you haven't at least put it down. You have boobs on layaway. I'm sure you're gonna.
Well, now that Scott's not monetized, there goes my boobage.
By the way, I told Scott not to do the whole short thing. I have been tempted
No one
to do it
listened
myself.
to you. Okay, listen. Somebody else did really well. Somebody named Zax. But anyways, 30 days. Scott will be back. Whatever. Rumble, bitches. Rumble.
Why Rumble? Was that your decision instead of Odyssey?
Well, because look, Odyssee's fine and everything, but
I'm
Rumble
looking.
has Steven Crowder, Russell Brand, all the other, righties.
Comics division.
Yeah,
Doesn't
comics
Odyssey
division.
have all those things too?
Yeah, but see, the difference
Oh,
is,
wait,
these
yeah,
guys
on
are
Odyssey.
actually, they're streaming from Rumble to every other one, and then mirroring it to the others. They're trying to create a better, more open, and we all like it being open. You do, Yeti. Platform. And look, they reached out to me when I just added them to it. I'm not me, Scott, whatever, and made him a green check mark, and it actually gave him a customized URL. And usually you have to wait a while for that, but Scott has me. So
And you wonder why I never called you back.
So
first of all, bitch, I have the messages. Stop crying on my phone,
Ooh,
okay? I
got
told you
receipts.
I am never, ever, never gonna do it. Never gonna
Never
do it.
gonna
Boo, 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 boo.
I'll see you again tonight.
I'll bang a Bigfoot before you, Yeti.
I mean, that's like banging a cousin. You know.
Yeah, I'll bang a Brahma bull before you. That's stud.
Oh, that's a little low, isn't it?
Oh, look at him. He's so masculine. Alpha dog.
Was this how it was earlier? I did not read it right. I didn't know it was Cholo Pillar.
That's fantastic.
Well, because I got all those caterpillars have been
First
invading.
of all, Cholo Pillar, I would destroy this whole thing. Okay? I like Madden and all, but I will burn the rest of his body.
It's hot.
Anyway, I apologize, Cholo Pillar. If I knew that was the correct pronunciation, I would have read them correctly. So I'll do it now. Mads, I propose a truce. We must destroy that Edwin freak. Vato
What's-
pillars unite.
I may be cut in half, but I'm still bigger than Edco. Look.
Edwin. It's pronounced
Ah,
Edwin.
shit, Edwin, I mean. Well, God damn it. So,
Could you please not dead name one of our guests, please?
yeah, I mean, that was really embarrassing, Mad.
It's so funny because even you
there's
struggle.
the
This is the
Brahma bull.
problem with letting people pick their own pronouns and shit. Because even they don't know how to pronounce them a lot of times. Like,
I think we know my pronoun, and I wish it was my channel right now, because I would totally do the but I don't have it.
oh, do I have it?
I don't know if you have it. I'm like such a guest on yours.
Nope, that's not it.
Mad's high school years.
Guns don't kill people. I kill people with guns. How?
And you know what? Brahma Bull's one above it says Rumble has been blowing up lately. They are now publicly traded, and he's so right. I really think the only thing they need to do a little bit better is the actual channel. The design of the channel needs to change, but other than that, their video something or other is top of the line.
Oh, yeah?
Can you link to
Yes,
auto
but you have
upload?
what you have to do is you can sync uploads. So when I do a Scott, when he does a live here, it automatically syncs to Rumble and Odyssey. Or actually, he does a live He's live on Odysee, Twitch, and YouTube at the same time, but not anymore, bitches, because he's going to be live on first. Primary is going to be Rumble. Then, because you have to be live on Rumble to then be live also on YouTube. You can't do the reverse.
Cool.
Yeah, so I kind of
like that you can't do that. Yeah.
But it automatically syncs up your stuff from YouTube to Rumble. So.
Okay, yeah. The last time I tried to do that, I wasn't able to get the videos aired, so I kind of gave up. So if they
you're a
worked out
square?
those kinks,
Did you ever?
Everything is racist. When you woke or you're LGBT, everything is racist. You're an absolute Nazi.
Scott. I heard Saturday night he said something racist.
I forgot what it was.
Look, Cho Pillar. Like,
Cholo
I
Pillar.
respect your, like, ethnicity, but, like, if you're gonna do it right. Hit yourself with, like, I can't think of shit right now, but anyways.
Something more
Ethnically-
decapitating
Yeah,
than a
like-
shovel.
Like a
Yeah.
sickle. Don't you just love saying that word?
a
Sickle?
hard tortilla.
What were you guys talking about anyways? I apologize.
Absolutely nothing. I don't know why when you said sickle, I thought of the thumb thing that women use when people use when they sew, so they don't like hit their thumb. What's that called? A thimble?
thimble.
A thimble.
Thimble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
wow.
horrible at it.
Thimble. Or that's what Mike Tyson calls that thing on a drum. It's a thimble.
Yeah. Mad, let's be a little more, I don't know, classy.
How was that not? I said people.
No, like a little bit more worldly, maybe. Okay, Scott wants to come on because this thing, I guess, is too hot. He'll be back in a minute.
What thing is that, Edwin?
What?
What's too hot?
I'm too hot for this club.
Wait, so
That's not
wanna
a song.
Make way for a man?
Dude, I have my own album coming out very soon called Edwin on Fire. Bitches better be ready.
Wait, that's the whole title is Edwin be on fire. Bitches better be ready.
Yeah.
Is that the name of your? Is it like a band, a group?
Bitches better be ready. OMG, and your life is FML. That's the whole title.
Wait, your life is fuck my life?
Something like that. And first single is Yeti's two buttholes ain't as good as one of mine.
So you have multiple buttholes as well?
One of them. Oh, shit. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Fuck you, Mad, you burned up piece of shit. I'll be back later.
He's got a total recall of buttholes. Like 3 of them.
You know, Ed was fucking around, but Z is gonna have to make a album now, right?
Bitches know I'm going to be making an album, at least 8 hot tracks, maybe with Pharrell. And stop, Scott. I got to finish this. Pharrell with the Neptune. So the two of those guys, because they're so much better together. Timberlake or Lind. One of the Timbers is going to be there. And
what color is the timber?
He's black. And one of the P's, one of the black P's is going to help out, and Will Smith.
Hey, what was the band that JT has? JT and the Memphis something, the Tennessee?
Memphis badasses. God, he's so hot.
I don't think that's
okay.
good.
Scott, stop.
What is your relationship with Scott though? Like, are y'all cousins? Like, I don't think we ever actually got into y'all's.
Legally now, I signed something and I can't tell you.
It sounds misogynistic that you gotta make way for a man.
First of all, bitch, I am man. I'm a whole man. I'm more a man than you. We measured.
Yeah, those two things are the same. Like, you can be more man than Yeti, but yet still like
Still very feminine.
Very true. He's such a bitch.
Where did you measure from? Because that is important.
Yeah, I got no problem whipping out. We can measure.
Oh God, here we go
I'll
again
win.
every time. You assume.
I wouldn't.
Wait, never mind. Sorry, I was gonna go really hell.
Take a pump a break there, buddy. Sorry about that, guys.
Hey, Scott. This is just me. Normally, like whenever I come on a stream or like am doing a stream, I like to have my name correct under me.
Oh, Edwin.
So that people.
Why does he change this stuff?
You look extra bald tonight.
Yeah, I slipped shaving. Well, I didn't slip. My elbow was like this, and my daughter opened the bathroom door, and I went, because I was trying to like level it out. Yeah. So
Wait, but how did it go from here to here? Because I was talking about your
Where?
head.
Well, I'm always shaved like that.
Yeah, I guess it looks extra bald.
No, it's
You know what?
It's the stress of what's going on the channel. He's been
Dude,
pulling his hair out
I don't know if you guys heard. Channel's under attack. Oh, actually, the channel has kind of been nuked. But I'm going to use it to my advantage for right now. And yes, Ryan warned me and others warned me.
I warned you.
Nah, I don't remember that.
I mean, I did.
Yeah. Whatever.
Let's see here. Anyway,
It is what it is, but it's kind of weird now that I do it. Now, like I don't know if I should be talking. I'll tell you guys afterwards. Because
okay.
I have a question about it.
Edwin. Oh, I wanted Edwin to read this, but I guess if you want to do it, or I can do it, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it in front of me, but House of the Dragon proves it knows even less about black characters than Game of Thrones.
What?
Stephanie Holland. Now, okay, first off,
Oh wait, can y'all not see it now?
That's definitely
can-
a
oh,
white
y'all can
name
still
if
see it.
I've
Awesome.
ever heard it.
I just want to see the root. Stephanie. It's Stephanie Holland.
Are we
or
gonna
something
take
like
bets on whether or not she's white herself?
that? Yes.
Oh, 100%.
She's
Like-
white with coloured tips in her hair. She's slightly chubby in the cheeks.
Well, can we
That-
get? Can we
That
share a
went
picture?
without saying.
Oh.
Oh, is that a
Can't you just
Ooh.
You just click on a name.
Hold on, I'm just looking to see if this. I don't know. Though this
Click on
Stephanie Holland is black and she's in a Tartarus, or no, maybe that's.
Oh wait, dude, it's the root. She had 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm
black.
saying. I'm pretty sure she's
Oh,
black.
it's the root. Okay.
And you know what?
Speaking of the root,
Then I have more respect for the article because, but it's like,
But still, it's gonna be bullshit. Yeah, we can still call it out, even though you know what I mean.
yeah. I mean,
Cholo,
we
Their pen name?
you never know.
Cholo Pillar said, "Edwin better watch out. When I become a hood fly, I'm flying out of Matt's house and for Edwin."
Yeah. Well, Edwin, just be prepared. Edwin hides razors and weird spots, shanks. Edwin's been in prison. Okay,
Shanks,
Is that what
you're
Edwin
welcome.
uses the other butthole for?
he only
Razor
has
blades
one.
in his fruit.
No, it's canon
Oh,
now,
dude.
motherfucker.
it's called
no,
called suitcasing.
Brahmable though, he really digs you, or them really, or shish really digs you, because that's Edwin's pronouns are sh and sh or something like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So yeah, really digs you. Thinks Yeti is definitely not masculine, but really digs your alpha manhood.
Definitely looking forward to taking my turn.
Yeah. Well, Edwin's a slut, so self-proclaimed. That's not me slut shaming.
All right, here we go.
Just bring penicillin with you.
But I also, really quick though, seriously, on a serious tip, thank you to everybody that's been retweeting my stuff. YouTube still has not answered one of my tweets, one of Mary Mayhem's tweets. Nothing about that small channels are being attacked after being told to do shorts. You know, I understand we took clips and we edited them, took out music, added wording. I should have just thrown my face in there, I guess, but I find them not responding worse than anything. You know,
have faith.
Yeah, and I like that Rumble like jumped on that, man. They are becoming they're moving up. I would say they're the second next to YouTube. It goes Rumble, and every big person that gets kicked off of YouTube. I mean, they just had a dude with 7 million subscribers get kicked off of YouTube or subs, and now is on Rumble. They may
Brand.
at
Russell
Brand
right?
streams live there every day. I mean, there's a lot of people.
So I'm gonna check it out.
You should, and use my referral.
Because, well, I like Odysee because the Twitter is sassy. Like whoever runs their Twitter, I love whoever. Like
Follow
that's what
Rumbles.
won me
Theirs
over.
is pretty good too.
I'll see.
I'm just
anyway. So, by the way, when I read this, I immediately remembered the scene in Training Day when he's like, "Yeah, man, you ever had your shit posted?" Oh man, remember the scene in Training Day? Like right before he gets put in the bathtub and they're gonna kill him. They're like, "Yo, Holmes, like, what are you doing with my niece's wallet?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, so Cholo Pillar says, "Edwin been in prison? What Pee Wee prison took Edwin's manhood away?"
It was
Cholo
more like
Pillar-
a Shawshank, the sisters
Oh.
type thing. It's a long story.
Cool. I'm sure he held the keys. You don't know what that means, do you?
Not a, yeah.
Okay.
I know about holding I worked
The
in
pocket?
prisons too. The pocket.
Dude, the keys, man. He runs shit like
the shaker.
Like the pod boss.
Yeah, the shaker.
Oh, speaking of Shot Caller, great movie with Jamie Lannister. I'm not gonna learn.
You know
his,
what?
His real name.
I want Nicole something, but I heard that is like he does a great transforming from average dad to like banger. You know?
Yeah, he's just like a banker, real estate guy, and then he goes to prison and he got a prison. You know what I mean? When you go, he has to group up with the actual white supremacists. Although most of them are like, nah, we can just do this because we have to.
Yeah,
I didn't remember the name, but yeah, I did see that 5-6 months ago or something like that.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I've watched it multiple times. I really loved it. It has that same gritty in tone like Gray. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to be in a mood for one of those movies because like you're not going to walk away happy.
Right.
You know, but
no,
I
it's
really,
definitely
really liked it.
And those are good movies. They make you think. They make you think.
Fury, another one.
Not every story is a happy ending. Like my friend made it to Mexico. Not every time. Like, it doesn't always end.
Was that your Morgan Freeman?
I think. Yes, it was. I forgot. What
again?
was his name in it, though? Give me his name. Andy.
Red.
Andy
My
Dufresne.
friend Andy Dufresne tried to fight him. He didn't always win. I can't do it.
Dude.
You really took it out of me. I felt it there before that, but.
No, you sound like a Southern plantation owner. Could not be more opposite of
You sound like Hillary Clinton trying to buy votes in the South.
Dude, did you hear her read some like I don't know what it was, somebody's poetry, somebody's writing, and it's her trying to have like a slave Southern accent?
Like she did in Selma.
Dude, that was it. Okay, it was Selma. Who was she?
I have not begun to. Yeah.
She was like the colonel. She was like the colonel.
No joke. The girlfriend and I talked about this exact thing 15 minutes before we went live. No, because we were talking about, so I'm going to be back on World Class Bullshitters with Jeff. Ever heard of him? Mm-hmm. And, I'm going to be on Lil Chad tomorrow. I was like, no, I met Lil Chad on a stream with Jeff. And I was like, Anna was there, Cecil was there, Mandy was there. And then we started talking about accents. I was like, oh, make sure you remind me that I need to up my accent, like let it really, my East Texas accent come out more, to be more appealing to people on YouTube, like what Mandy does. Because I think, I'm not saying it's fake. I'm just saying when she gets off, she's like, okay, y'all, that's the end of the stream. And then she's like, okay, honey, I'm done. Do you want to watch a movie or something?
I wouldn't say it probably goes that, but it's probably like, all right, y'all. And then she's like, okay, honey, let's, like.
What, she goes British?
No, I don't know what that was.
I think she got like a really deep, like Indian accent in real life. The whole thing.
Right.
So, very good stream, yes.
Yeah.
Rhino just said that Rekieta got nuked.
No,
Raccoons.
Rackets.
That's Rekieta.
Oh, I thought I was the idiot. I was like, dude, when I read that, I thought it said rackets. Like, how do you spell Rekieta? No, but it's you.
Isn't that Rekieta's?
Is it?
I mean,
I have no clue.
Well, like his wife is Lady Rackets, I think.
Wow, you know a
Rhino,
little bit of
let us know.
Yeah. Rekieta? I don't know how to fucking spell that.
McCloud.
Rekieta.
Oh, got it. Right. Let's see.
The channel was Rekieta Law, but
yeah, I put that up and I don't see a channel.
Well, yeah,
Raging
nuked,
Rhino
bro.
says, yeah, that's his nickname. I was right.
Wow, they nuked him, so he'll be on Rumble soon.
Dude, well, he's only getting like 1,000+ live streams.
Oh yeah, dude, it's you know what makes
For 8
me
hours
sick.
at a time.
What makes me sick is he's a lawyer. Like the idea that they have a right to, like, if you're not threatening somebody, if you're not pushing people towards violence, if you just have your own freaking opinion on something, I don't care how conspiratorial people think it is, because a lot of times it's just a conspiracy until we can prove it. They shouldn't have a right to suppress you, saying like, oh, well, you're worrying people. No, the social media controlled the narrative. I'll never stop saying that when it came to American politics, and I'm so glad Elon is finalizing that purchase, because, that is the town square.
Ooh.
People need to. I hope he puts Trump back on and allows people on the right and left to speak their minds.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised that people actually thought he wasn't going to go through with it. Like doing the lawsuit, that was all part of negotiations, basically trying to save a couple bucks and get the info. But he was going forward for that purchase.
I thought I haven't read much into it, but it kind of has that feel of like, well, I was going to lose the lawsuit, so no, I'm just going to buy it now.
No, what he was trying to bring to light, that they were skewing their numbers and they weren't being honest about how many bots they do, why they block certain people. Right, and it should have, but I don't think he cared about if it knocked $1 billion off. I think he wanted it to come to light.
And I think he wanted to get it done before the election.
Yes, because he wants people to be able to say what they need to say. Literally, I mean, I don't care what anybody says. After 3 months before 2020, all I ever saw, and most of my stuff is conservative, libertarian, some liberal stuff, but all I saw was liberal stuff. All the right stuff was never in my feed. It's ridiculous, man. You are completely trying to push your narrative on other people when this is supposed to be an open platform, not a publisher, an open platform.
Platform over a publisher. Yeah. I would love to see Trump back. I don't know if, since he's invested in Truth Social and I believe he's on their board, I don't know if he would come back to Twitter.
Right. I don't know.
He would.
He definitely would.
Well, I don't know if
100%.
I don't know if he can because of his status with Truth Social, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it would be a victory for them,
like a non-compete clause.
Non-compete.
That has something in there.
Is
with
he
that.
on? What's that other one? There's been so many that popped up.
But you don't think he would be? He would Getter, locals, all the. But you don't think he would be on it? Okay, I'll come back on Twitter and all I'll do is spam, say the shit I want to say about the left, and then spam this, Getter or whatever he's on now. I could see him doing that.
Buffett's saying he said he is coming back if he's allowed. It sounds like
because it's the one.
Maybe there's already been news on that.
Look, the one place is really like YouTube right now corners the market. It's not a monopoly because other people can grow, but they what they did was they gave more money than anybody and either absorbed or destroyed other competitors years ago. And then once they had the market, they started taxing you more and giving you less and making you have higher goals to get monetized.
They also funneled in a ton of money to for the back end in order to make the streaming and videos play.
I don't even know if they make money. I don't even know if they make money right now.
Haven't.
I'm not saying that, but
they haven't.
They did. No one could tell me that they weren't. They were very smart. They lowered it enough and gave more money so that they could destroy everybody else at the time.
Absolutely, because there's such a high bar to even have the capability of hosting videos.
Absolutely,
that it automatically just cuts out so much of possible competition out there.
Yeah,
Rumble. They haven't made any money. They just saw the opportunity for it to be a moneymaker because it's such a prominent way of showcasing personalities and creativity. They just haven't found a way to
lower the cost of hosting.
Right, and I get that. Yeah. And I'll show you guys later. Rumble started out as like a streaming software, I believe. And I guess their streaming software, I haven't used it yet, is better than YouTube's. Better, like their capability to use StreamYard's more.
Creator Studio and
stuff.
Creator Studio. Thank
you.
But
that's never an issue when we're talking about business and competition. If you look at, I always use the example for a lot of things, but if you look at Madden, when they were competing with Sega with their 2K series, their NFL 2K series, right? The 2K football game was superior, hands down. And it was even like $30 instead of $60 like Madden, the last year that they had access to the rights or whatever.
Right.
And what Madden did, because it had a lesser quality, it had the inferior product, they made a deal with the NFL to get exclusive rights to use players and teams and all of that. And that killed the 2K football game. They came out with one with like X players, and it was still there are features and things that they did in that game that Madden has not done today. Like they still have not been able to replicate some of the features that they had.
Right.
I mean, we're talking 2005, maybe.
The same thing happened when we would see games before EA got a hold of them.
Yeah.
Like there was so much more stuff that you could do, and we're talking 15 years ago.
It's shocking when you're talking about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like with all it takes is for someone just to get the rights to be able to essentially put a stranglehold on any sort of actual development.
And what's crazy though, it's not even the best thing for the IP or for the NFL. You would think that the NFL would want more eyes on their product, thus opening it up. I know you need to to control your brand image, but there was absolutely no threat of it. The brand, the shield. You got to protect the shield is one of those things in the NFL or whatever. But there was no reason to cut. Yeah, there was no reason to cut out 2K at all.
No.
But money.
Competition breeds more innovation, and that's the thing that they want to be able to control. They want all this innovation, but they want it on their own time to stretch out that dollar as much as possible.
Same thing with WCW and WWF or WWE. When you had the Monday Night Wars going on, Yeti, you know all about this. It was the peak of popularity in wrestling, show. And
especially when they had the frog stuff.
You're trying to say frog splash, but you already forgot. Anyway, because that was because they were pushing each other to have the best possible show. And that fueled, the rise in the popularity of wrestling as a whole. Then when they bought out WCW, that drive, that thing that's pushing you, that competition is no longer there, and so you rest on your laurels. You rest on being the only game in town. That's why they even tried to do the brand split. It didn't work because you can't artificially, try to jumpstart that competition, that motivation to do it.
Especially fictitious. With Monday Nitro. Monday Nitro had 70% more viewers, and then the moment it just got turned into Raw, the first 2 episodes were better than that, but they never even got close to those numbers.
Yeah, Nitro was by far the better show for about 3 years. WCW was the better brand for 2 or 3 years.
I think so as well.
Oh yeah.
But there were so many mistakes that were made early on. They just didn't catch up to them. Monetarily speaking, they paid Kiss $1 million to. No one wanted to see Kiss at a Monday night performing, and then they had to have that guy.
Didn't Billy
Kidman?
No. The dude from Smashing Pumpkins purchased.
No, he purchased not TFW. What's it called? Total Wrestling, whatever it was. Hulk Hogan was in there. All the old guys were there.
Okay.
TNA. Yeah.
That was
TNA?
The TNA.
Jarrett run one.
The problem with that though is, despite all of his raids, he was still just a rat trapped in a cage.
I hate when that happens.
True. Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the mistakes that were made early on caught up to WCW, and then so they get rid of what was the first guy's name? The GM, New Karate. Eric Bischoff, Bischoff. And then they brought in Vince Russo, thinking Vince Russo was the brainchild behind all the success that WWF had. However, they didn't put any regulators on him. Nothing. There was no one there like, Vince, maybe we shouldn't put Jeff Bagwell's mom on a forklift for this match. Maybe that's I don't know if that was his. But maybe we shouldn't put Viagra on a pole. These are real things that happen in WCW, right? Yeah. Because although, a lot of those ideas that were very popular in the WWF at that time did come from Vince Russo. There was another Vince that was like, I don't think so, pal. That ain't gonna fly. You know what I mean? No, Goldust can't have implants. That'd just be weird. Real thing. Goldust, he did ask, he said, if you pay me this amount of money, I will get implants.
Yeah.
Oh,
wrestling is so weird to me. WWE is the headquarters. I grew up down the road from it, a couple of towns away, and a family worked for it. But when I moved to Pittsburgh, that's when I learned about true wrestling fans. Because
where did
Bruno,
you move to?
I lived in Pittsburgh for a few years. And like Bruno Sammartino, I think was it Bruno Sammartino? There was a like old school wrestler that was from the south side of Pittsburgh, and like they still represented him. Like it's not real, but it's it's action packed. They don't always know who's gonna win. Like, come on, dude, it's a fucking soap opera. Like, and that's okay. That's okay.
It is a pretty rough soap opera, though.
Oh, dude,
I've
people
hung out
get
with
hurt.
those guys after the shows, and the bruises just from bouncing off the ropes are insane.
The Vicodin flying around.
So, one of the not Van Halen's. What was the wrestling family? They all died.
The
Von Erichs.
Von Trapp. Von Erichs.
Von Erichs. Yeah, they
the Von Trapp.
I don't know which. I don't know which ones, but they lived.
I don't think
East
they
Texas.
made it either.
Like,
the Von
they lived
Trapps.
in East Texas, like where I come from. And my dad told one of the Von Erichs that wrestling was fake, and the dude put my dad in the claw. He's like, it's still fake as shit, but that claw ain't. Anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting how we got from
let's get back to
from YouTube to Twitter to wrestling all in one nonstop.
Don't forget there was video games in there.
It was definitely very organic, at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why you come here to the Wednesday Mad Dump.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
It
Why
is.
else would they
It's
be
your
here?
dump,
But
dude.
Like a
I
Mad
remember-
tour or something, or a...
Oh yeah.
So
Last
glad
question
how far
though.
the numbers have fallen.
What are you talking about? We're up to like 40.
No,
Anyway,
we call them adjacent subjects, like adjacent but adjacent subjects.
Gotcha.
I had one question before we move on, though. Scott, were you ever,
6.5 inches.
and if you
No,
can't tell
longer
us,
than that. What?
if you can't, but a lot thinner. If you can't tell us, that's
no
fine.
girth.
But were you ever a part of you don't remember these guys?
I do remember these
Main
guys.
Street
Yes.
Posse.
They were from the
No.
mean streets of Greenwich.
Greenwich. Yep.
Yeah.
Pete Gas, Rodney.
You know how many dudes I knew that were like this? Like, way more preppy, but like thought they were badass.
Oh my god! Do you remember the sweater thing? The sleeveless
sweater
polo
vest?
sweater? Yeah.
I kind of want to bring that back though.
It should come back. Yeah. And
looks-
and the puka necklace. We should bring that back too while we're at it.
No, that should be banned
How
unless you're
about
in
Hawaiian
Hawaii.
shirts?
Oh, I'm fine with that. But
Oh,
if you're
sorry,
if,
Hawaiian. Hawaii.
Hawaii,
Hawaii.
Hawaii. But if you're in Hawaii on vacation, look, if you're on vacation in a tropical place, yes, you could wear one of those, and yes, you can get cornrows. But when the minute you get to the plane to come home, get rid of it.
Oh yeah. Like
Wait, so you're supposed to jump on the plane without a shirt on? I don't think they allow that.
No, he was talking about the necklace, right?
Yes, I was. I'm just not listening to Grant
Grant's
anymore.
just picturing him with
Grant, help attack my channel, everyone.
and then this happened.
Starting to sound like Edwin now.
I don't. I don't know what MLW stands for, but I'm pretty sure the Von Erichs are not in MLW. I'm pretty sure they're
Major
all dead.
League Wrestling.
Oh, I guess they're all dead though.
And you
I
call
thought they
yourself
went
a
extinct.
wrestling fan.
Yeah, the whole story of them all being dead really wouldn't work unless they had a bastard.
Well,
And
let's
back
see,
to House of the Dragons.
Didn't Triple H rape the corpse of?
Whoa.
Sorry, graped. Well, you're not monetized. Graped.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, the corpse of
We got
Kane's
StreamYard set
sister.
up by the Streamlabs.
Okay, I don't know. I was gonna. I meant to text you that too. I'm like, hey, did you set up Streamlabs?
I have a link, but I don't think it's set up to like automatically do it. So
Anyway, so back to House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
And yeah, once again, the Game of Thrones universe has a problem with black characters. Okay. I wish I was surprised, but after what they did to Jacob Anderson's Grey Worm and Natalie Emmanuel's Masandi, I'm not. Wait, what did they do to those two? Like, I thought they had very prominent roles in the series.
yeah, like
In a show where everybody gets killed, they killed the two black characters. So
Right.
it's obviously
No,
a
no, no.
travesty.
No, he
Grey
didn't
Worm
die.
didn't die.
Grey Worm did die.
Yeah,
Grey
he
Worm
did die.
did live, didn't
He
he?
pretty much won and said, "You better figure this out, or
Yeah.
I'm killing everybody." And,
Yeah.
and Masande or Masand, whatever her name is, she died with heart, man. She was like, instead of being cowardice, she was like Dracarys.
Yeah.
She didn't. She died without a head, but she died with heart.
She died.
True.
Well, the heart was still there.
Yeah, you can't take it.
I mean, Ned Stark was on a pike. Okay, like a lot of people got beheaded, and he was
I
white.
should have put that cholo pillar on a pike.
Something like that.
I'll admit I was hopeful when Steve Toussaint's Corlys Valeron. Did I nail that? I shouldn't be the one that reading things about House of the Dragons.
Very close.
Yeah,
Valerian.
I think you need to be.
Made his presence
way you
known
know.
in House of the Dragon. In the first episode, he was introduced as the richest, most powerful man in Westeros.
No one seems to respect him.
Yep. Then he was immediately thrust into a story with the show's main antagonist, Prince Daemon. What? Is
don't
Prince Daemon
think-
the main antagonist, I guess?
No.
There isn't a main antagonist.
You want me
Yeah.
to read it? You want me to read
No,
it?
I got it. It appeared that they were making his character and his family central to the plot. Of course, he very quickly faded into the background as we had to spend endless hours hearing about how Princess Rhaena wasn't fit to rule because she's a woman.
That's
Rhaenyra?
yeah.
What's
wait
her
a minute.
fucking name?
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra.
But-
I cannot remember that.
Wait a minute.
chick's
Who
name.
was saying she wasn't fit because she was a woman?
Everyone.
You says everyone.
Okay. Yeah.
Mostly her though.
Yeah.
And-
I mean, she didn't really help herself out.
No, by being born a woman. And just like that, I knew this show wasn't going to let House Valerian be great.
What?
How does that justify?
But that's the thing. There is a huge section coming up that involves them.
Like
a
massive.
lot.
Yeah.
Massively. The whole story
They're also-
revolves around what they do.
They're the richest family in Westeros. Like the man, and I have to say, House of the Dragon, I don't think does enough to show how respected Corlys is in Westeros.
Well, that's because his wife is constantly cutting him down.
Well, that's a woman. But it's like he also like he's more. They focused more on him being like, you lost, and I want a king. Like a crown. But like he's very respected. Send Tina, we need female. She knows this
Already
stuff.
did it. She's
Okay.
unfortunately she broke her tooth on Monday. If you cared, you would know this. And she's at the dentist right now.
Wow, dude, way to put me on the
Corlys
spot.
Corlys isn't old money either. He's new money.
Corlys.
He's the one that
Corlys.
made all of it.
Yeah, he made all that money by risking his life on the voyages, 7 voyages.
I mean, he was
Nine.
part of a
Nine,
part of a family already.
Right. Yeah, but
a respected
a family
but
name-
he's the one that brought the riches.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
I
one
mean,
girl there
throughout
went
history,
out-
you
Say
throughout
that again,
history
Yeti?
you see throughout history you see a
Okay.
ton of family names, like people that live on the family name alone.
Right.
Like they can even get loans from bank way back when,
Yeah,
from a
no, you're
bank
right.
just because they had the correct name or affiliation.
Yeah.
Which there's a big difference between having that name and having the wealth, and he built that wealth.
Right. Right.
Go ahead, Yeti.
Oh no, just that one girl in the family went out like an absolute boss when she's gonna lose her kid.
Yeah, she was badass.
That was so crazy.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's not how it happens in the book, but
Still,
that was
the
badass.
portrayal. She knew what was gonna happen.
Actually,
and
I'll
she knew
share
the
my-
kid would be protected by the blood, right?
what?
So,
Wait,
like,
what? You think
No,
that
they-
baby lived?
They both died, dude.
what?
Bro.
No, but I thought the
The baby
The
was
one,
going to die no matter what.
like Daenerys can't get hurt with
No.
fire.
Okay, so that's Daenerys. That was a
Dude,
special.
Babies
Ah,
fire.
was-
Yeti knows this.
Yeah.
Babies don't
Daenerys,
burn.
Daenerys,
They
that was
bounce.
blood magic. That was blood magic.
Right.
Like she
So
gets
there is-
burned. Her hands get burned in the most recent book, Daenerys. So they are more resistant to heat, like hotter temperatures, things
Yeah.
like that. They're very resistant to viruses and getting sick. But they're not fireproof. That was just like a special magical
shit.
moment.
I thought that was their whole point. Like, oh shit, so she knows because
Well-
it's got the blood, it's gonna live. So she's just like killing herself so the kid
No,
can live,
no,
not just.
No.
So
Then why did she murder herself?
because
Because she's an idiot.
yeah, I don't know why she
Yeah,
did, but in
Because
the,
they
I
basically
take
had
back
already
what I
said
said
the baby
about her
was
going
dead,
out like a
and they were going
boss.
to
It
kill
makes
her.
no sense anymore.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
Yeti,
Brahma, no,
as soon as
Brahma,
you said
please
it-
say that again. What did you say? Because Yeti
Well,
talks.
basically, they had already said there is very little chance that the baby was alive,
Right.
and they were going to kill her to try to get
To-
the baby out. So,
Right.
Oh, didn't the guy say no?
Well, that's the thing. If you remember what happened to Viserys' wife, he was like, cut her, save the baby. And both of them died. But yeah, it goes to show you Daemon's humanity, like where Viserys lost, like could have saved his wife, you know, but lost them both. Viserys was more worried about his wife than the baby. Or I'm sorry, Daemon.
You know what would have helped establish his love for his family? If they wouldn't have cut out the scene where he hugs his daughters after they found out about the mother being dead. They cut that scene out.
Right. I don't know why they did. That was a good
because
scene.
They don't care. They don't know what they're writing. They stumbled into a pretty decent story.
I think you realize, like a lot of us, if you're going to watch House of the Dragon, do not read any articles from the actors, like statements. Don't watch the after show thing because they literally miss the point on the things they filmed.
Yeah.
Where we all pick it up and they don't even see it. So it's crazy.
Oh,
go ahead, man.
Oh, I was going to say, Yeti, when you said she went out like a badass, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, no. I totally retake that. Because I thought...
It's still a badass.
You know, I don't know the lore like you guys, but from your previous show, I thought she was basically fireproof. Like, okay, so ran in the blood, and that was the whole dragon thing. And so I thought she was
why you thought that.
Saving a kid because he said, no, don't kill her.
And
she's like, no, I'm a mom. My kids come first. So I thought that's what she was doing.
Hold on. I want to.
Somebody on a motorcycle? What's going on?
That's Brahma.
Just went by.
Oh, no worries, man. No worries.
Well, it wasn't Brahma driving, obviously.
No, but thank God it was Brahma because I could forgive him.
Right.
Yeah.
So hold on, Yeti. I want to play this. I want to follow this thread line. Okay. She burns herself. The baby survives. Does the baby just hang out on the beach? Like, what happened? Like,
right? She didn't warn anybody. Like, all of a sudden, the baby's like,
the baby up.
Wow, this is some crispy stuff I'm coming through. Like, hey, anybody got a towel?
Well, in the episode before,
the guy went out running, so it was like the last ditch effort because
and that was
they
not
knew
running.
She was gonna get chased down, so they would pick up the baby.
That was not running. He was speed walking. Thank you.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Brahma?
Yeah, and I didn't
Where do you
understand
think the baby
that.
was at this point?
Sorry.
Well, we'll draw him a diagram later. What were you saying, Brahma?
Right.
Sorry, I'm taking over.
I believe it was in the episode before. It may have been earlier in that episode. She said she was a dragon rider and she was going to go out on her feet as a dragon
I hate
rider.
that.
So that's why she went that way instead of... she was going to die either way if they couldn't get the baby out or if they tried to get the baby out.
Yeah,
so she went out on her own
totally
terms.
changes the aspect.
Well, I don't know what you were thinking they did with this baby.
That's your fault.
Like where they were hiding it. But the whole going out like a dragon rider, that flopped the same way that whatever her name is in Love and Thunder, you know, the Six or whatever her name was, like, ooh, I'm a warrior, but I'm a woman.
Right.
She was
who?
Asgardian? The Asgardian chick. What's her name? Styx?
No, not Valkyrie, the white one.
Yeah, the white one. Whatever her name is.
Lady, her.
Lady Strife?
Something.
Oh, did I actually get that? Maybe.
No.
Anyway,
Sith.
Lady Strife, she's laying Sith. Yeah, she's laying there like without arms. She's like, I'm waiting to go to Valhalla. And he's like, you won't make it because you didn't die in battle,
Wow.
guys.
And you talk to me about freaking accents?
No, guys, that was not Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah,
it was me.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like the same thing. Like, no, just because you say this is how a dragon rider goes out, that is not how that doesn't.
No, you die in battle. Like,
right.
You know what
Which
she
she
should have
did
done
not.
is flown up in the air and then been like, okay, I'm jumping.
That's still not battle.
No, I get that. But maybe
Right.
she should have just like fucking attacked a small village.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would
I'm
have
sure that's
appreciated
what
that
they were
more.
trying to allude to was that earlier line because it was a setup for this.
Right.
Yeah,
at least
exactly.
they didn't. At least she didn't come out and she was like, I need to die like a dragon rider. Remember I said that before? Like Rings of Power, where they tell you everything over and over again.
Yeah.
Literally, she only said one word over and over again.
Lady Sif.
That was it.
We're gonna get to the article because we are an hour in and we.
That's
like the first.
That's Sporking News, baby.
It's better than running out of
dump.
articles.
I mean, Mad Dump.
The
sorry.
superior dump.
I already changed the name of your
It is
title.
the superior dump.
Fuck.
Well, we talked about Rekieta, and that's kind of a big thing, so I put that in there.
Oh my god, dude! You guys won't. You'll never learn. You keep looking for the easy way.
Yeah, dude, I'm a
easy way
drug
to-
addict.
to
Dude, I'm an
neurotic
addict.
level.
I am an addict.
That's true.
Don't you think I want the quick fix? Come on.
That is true. Yeah.
It worked for Grant. It worked for others. Jerks.
For a very. Oh wait.
Happy.
Yeah. For a very short moment, when Coriolis children married into the Targaryen family, it felt like they were going to get real storylines. But episode 7, Driftmark, swiftly snuffed out all of my hopes and dreams. I hope she explains how.
She has no clue.
No, when I keep wanting to say Corleone, like from The Godfather.
Corlys.
When Corlys' son,
so it makes sense.
Yeah, Leonor, who is gay.
Wait a minute, you got to say it like this: when Corlys' son Leonor, who is gay, like you got to give it.
Who is gay? A lot of Edwin came out in
yeah.
Well, you said that.
We've been hanging out a lot, eating ramen. I don't know if you know, my channel got demonetized.
Is he a cousin?
I can't. We're not talking about it.
Oh, you have a non-disclosure agreement as well?
Well, it's my call and it's my channel, and maybe if I'm on your channel doing OC Bros coming back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I really wanted to, but maybe we can find another show that we're actually motivated.
I'm glad I didn't spend a day doing the intro or anything, because that would have been really weird.
What a great intro. Like, I want to use the intro again just because of how great it is.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Yeah, you did.
What intro?
Well, and Princess... Oh, remind me to tell you about something later. In Princess Rihanna Targaryen, who just wants to... Huh?
My umbrella, Ella, like it's not... It's...
Renara?
Fucking
Did I get it that time? Renara?
Rhaenyra, yeah.
Rhaenyra?
Brahmable,
Close enough.
always on point. Always on point.
Bless you.
Just
Thank
want to
you.
let everybody know I haven't got a tip yet. Anyways.
They made a deal to do their duty, then have all the fun they wanted on the site. Well, because you're here. You usually get super chats when you're not.
Yeah, that's true.
They'd produce errors and play the happy couple.
It's a donation, so he can get them when he's here.
That's true.
While also being supportive friends and equals. I was ready to see them as this amazing united couple fighting off attacks from Queen Alicent and the rest of the World Court. Then you've never watched Game of Thrones, motherfucker.
And you didn't read the book because he got off lightly.
Like what you want is like the MCU. You don't want Game of Thrones. You're like, and have this power couple fighting off evil.
Yeah.
That's not this.
And then Sam Wilson comes in.
Yeah. And then at the end, Nick Fury comes after the credits and is like, I need to talk to you about a Westworld project.
Right.
Unfortunately, other than a few, the faceless man. Other than a few short scenes together, Leonor was a non-issue in Rihanna's story. Actually, Rhaenyra's story. Actually, he was a big issue.
He was a big problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And this last episode, they had a very poignant moment at that end, like where she was telling him, "You are a good man." Like, you know, like he first of all, young Leonor, they made him way more of a man than he is in the books. He was a battle-hardened, fighting on the stepstones.
He had a much wider face as well.
Yeah.
Like he physically
whiter?
changed his face.
What?
Wider.
Okay.
It's that Australian accent.
Yeah. I've been thinking about that, and originally I was like, dude, like they just like killed all the masculinity that he had, that was portrayed by the other actor. I'm like, wait a minute, he's married, so it kind of makes sense that I guarantee she's like, no, you sit on the toilet.
Right, you're married and your wife is of a higher status than you. Like, what are you supposed to do?
I mean,
go bang the guys. I guess I don't know.
Couple smacks would have.
Let's read. Come on, let's read. Let's get this part. Yeah.
Unfortunately, other than a few, it was a non-issue. We also never got a real deep dive into how living as a gay man in a world where that is not accepted affected him.
What? He was lucky.
Dude, how is it not accepted? We've literally seen no conflict involved around him being gay at all.
Don't forget the white dude in Game of Thrones, Loras, who is also from a major house, was put in prison by the church because he was gay. Like, this guy got
blowed up.
Right. Everybody knew he was banging the stable boys, and no one said a word.
This goes back to the idea of fridging, right? where the argument against fridging is always like, no, that story should have had, like, that character should have had its own story. They want every character to have this fleshed out, like, in completely realized background and story that you get to see. Unfortunately, that is an impossible movie or show to make, because you can't take 20 episodes on each character so they all feel as though they're like they've earned something, or so they don't feel like they're being fridged. Anyway, this is the same thinking, I've never got this time. Well, because he doesn't fucking matter to the story. To
he's
that
not
degree.
right. He's not that important. He's a background character that got a lot of time.
Equity does not work in storytelling. Right. All characters cannot have the same amount of screen time, or
yeah, but the white folk got a lot. Look, they turned a whole house black that is actually like elf-like white, like super white, and they turned them black. Like, you got a big win. Like, I wish.
Yeah, but Tolkien said brown or a skin, and then the stormtrooper hit his head on the thing. So that,
in 1977, the drama often expects viewers to know.
All right,
about
later, Yeti.
Are you leaving, Yeti?
Yeah, he said he's got to go.
I've got a jet, but thanks for.
What do you got to do?
I got to work on some editing.
Headless Ned. What?
Wow.
No, it's cool, dude. I'm here for once. Yeah, bounce. That's awesome. I know what you did. What? Oh, is someone blowing you up right now? Because somebody just said, I'm texting that bitch. So I guess Edwin's filling your holes tonight, bro.
I like how you have an in-studio producer in his Edwin.
I have an in-studio and a foreign producer too.
Yeah, but not a black one.
I'm working on it.
What, on finding one?
Yeah.
The drama often expects viewers to know. See you later, Yeti. Expects viewers to know about these
Subscribe
people.
to Yeti. You happy, dude? Subscribe to him. Where are you at, Yeti? You're monetized.
It's like 1.3 or something.
Okay,
he has a new video he's working on.
You're the only one on the panel.
Yeah, why don't you send me a tip, Dick?
Yeah. He is on. He has new video coming out. And don't worry, I fixed it.
Yeah, I can only focus so much in a day.
So, are you going to be grounded later?
Huh?
You going to be grounded later?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay,
cool.
I gotta work on this. Well, I can.
Okay,
otherwise I won't be able to get anything in.
Okay, go.
Bye.
Jesus Christ. Let's get back to the article.
All right. Motivations ahead of time so it can just skip ahead to the intrigue and not do the hard work of world building.
Are you kidding me? There was a whole 8 seasons of world building before this. We pretty much know how the world acts, and we've gotten the differences like told to us. There's freaking dragons.
Like whenever you do like a period piece movie, like if it takes place in the 40s, you don't have to be like, okay, now we're gonna explain what humans are. Like we get the basic concepts of what the 1940s are, like because we too are people. We too are human. So like having all those seasons of Game of Thrones, we get the world, and then you just if there's differences and whatever. The bold choices.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
By the way, you got a Streamlab.
My bad. I read what Grant put in the private chat, and I just went and hit the button like, oh, I got to check this.
Oh, you clicked the link and it shut down StreamYards?
Yeah.
Well, we heard you go, oh, shit.
Oh, there's a tip. I don't know how to show it or anything, though.
Go to your revenue history. It should be on the side.
Okay. I want to set it up so it pops up on screen.
It won't pop up on screen.
Huh?
Well, copy and paste it into
you could
the
do that.
chat and then highlight it.
No, you could set up Streamlabs like that. I've seen people and I've talked to people that told me I can.
On Twitch?
No, on YouTube.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll talk about that later. Sorry, guys.
The bold choices their characters make ring hollow because the audience has spent very little time with them. They're the only people we've spent time with.
Oh, Mr. Grant Gregory says, hail for $1. Thanks, bro. You're the best. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I can't be shocked or devastated by the actions of strangers who I have no emotional attachment to. I don't like the way we get into that, there are several minor players who have very little to do with the overall story arc.
Isn't that how it works? Okay, go. I'm sorry.
That have gotten more time than the spouses of the show's two main characters. You're assuming these are the two main characters. Like, that's the whole thing about Game of Thrones when it was at its peak. You never knew who was going to die because they killed off Sean Bean immediately.
Right.
You know?
And what kills me is, okay, he's the spouse, but what they're showing is that their marriage is a farce and that they couldn't even keep the cover on it. They just couldn't hide it anymore, and he's living his separate life. Like, they tried, and this last episode was they tied it up beautifully. They tied it up beautifully.
And I loved her line of, he goes, I should have been there, and she goes, that should be our house motto.
Our house motto. Yeah, there's been two major events where he's just nowhere to be found because his bold choice, as this writer makes it, is not to actually be part of doing anything that they're supposed to be doing. Right. He's off screwing and drinking. So,
as men should be. Honestly,
like a man.
From their wedding in episode 5 to the conclusion of his story in episode 7, Leonor was missing so much that we could have put his face on the back of a milk carton. Oh, lol. Got that joke in.
They didn't have milk cartons back then.
Yeah,
bad fucking. You could have came up with something better.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
Isn't the story about the Targaryen succession and Rihanna? Now you got me saying it. And Alicent's battle and how Viserys is not taking. Not.
Yeah, bro. But he's gay.
Yeah, that's true, and he's black and gay.
That's a two-fer.
Well, he's biracial.
Well, that's a weird combo. We never see that in TV anymore.
No.
Meanwhile, his sister Lyanna fared even worse. After he killed his first wife, Daemon took... I can feel my head doing this. Daemon took Lyanna as his next bride. This all happens during the 10-year time jump that happened between episode 5 and 6. So one minute, we see them traveling with their daughters. And the next minute, Lyanna is commanding her dragon to burn, a.k.a. Dracarys. Wait, no, it's not a.k.a. Dracarys is like it's the word for burn in a different language.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Her, rather than die in childbirth, we met Lyanna 3 times in her life, and she was never allowed to be anything more than a pawn for men to use in the never-ending game of Iron Throne musical chairs.
It's a freaking patriarchy. Of course they're used as pawns.
Well,
everybody
except for Daemon at this point was not trying to overthrow the king. He was just trying to live his life. He's like, let's just live.
He was trying to be a father and a husband.
I got to say, actually, next to who he really wanted was his niece. I think that may be the only other woman he ever loved.
Yes, exactly. And they failed. You want to talk about a failure? They failed his character because he's going to be around longer than this dumb chick. But they do such a bad job at showing his other side.
Right.
There's this dichotomy that they have between monster and humanizing someone. Right. They're all about like making them a monster because he's straight white male.
Right.
Rather than even risking showing humanity in this guy. Right. And when they do, it's incest.
And the crazy, the crazy thing with Daemon is in the books, he doesn't like hurt people for the sake of hurting them. There's always a reason. He's like if you are a criminal, he will chop your junk off. He will do things like that. Like he's very violent, but he doesn't just like average person just murder them for the fun of it.
He sounds like a toxic man.
He's in service of protecting his family. That's his whole point.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, except for that first wife, but fuck her, she was a bitch.
But they weren't.
She smelt.
We didn't say, you don't know. All we saw was he was giving her a rock.
Right.
True.
It could have been put. It was just a pillow.
Yeah, he didn't control the whole. But by the way, you ever had those moments where you say something and then when you're done, you're like, "Oh, that was actually really good. Where did that come from?" I had that moment.
Anyway, I do all the time.
Good for you, man.
We met Lyanna 3 times in her life, and she was never allowed to be anything more. Yeah. In fact, the first time we saw her, it was as a child with her parents, when her parents were trying to marry her off to a middle-aged man. That was gross, even by Game of Thrones standards.
Dany got like pretty much raped on her wedding night by a massive Middle Eastern looking
Chad.
dude. Yeah, total Chad. Like in the books, it was much more.
Yeah.
It was actually a lot nicer.
But by the way, if you're talking about women in this type of time period, right? I know it's fantasy, but like the best case scenario would be for her to marry at this age because she's going to be protected. He is not going to try anything with her until she's,
Right. Mother said I didn't have to sleep to you until I was 14. He's like, maybe 15.
Well, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. She used the word, I didn't have to bed you.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I really would like you to bed me while I still have 2 arms.
And also, he's like, no, I can't do this, man. I can't. I don't care, what benefit, how it may benefit me politically. I just can't do it.
But again, they are political arrangements, and that's what they were trying to express with Laenor and Rhaenyra. And the difference between that and Daemon and his wife, they seemed like they actually had a relationship.
Mm-hmm. But did it make me uncomfortable? Yeah, I'm like, I don't, you know what I mean? Just the idea of it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't gross by Game of Thrones.
It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just so it's clear, Lyanna and Daemon's children won't be treated any better. I know. Literally minutes after Lyanna was buried at sea, Alicent's horrible son, Aramon, claims her dragon as his, stealing that right from her daughter, Baela. First of all, I'm pretty sure the mother explained to her daughters that it's not something you just get. You have to earn it. Yeah. You have to go out. There's other ways to instead of like the whole bonding thing. Yeah. Like,
and this kid
you're not guaranteed a dragon.
This kid was obsessed with bonding with a dragon, and he was drawn to Vhagar, and Vhagar chose him.
Yes.
So, sorry the white guy. Yeah. Sorry the white kid got out there first.
Yeah, sorry he doesn't have a curfew. Or a mom that loves him and didn't care where he was at night.
Right. Well, her mom's dead, but still.
His mom doesn't care. Yeah. That's why he's allowed to just wander off onto the beach by himself where there's fucking dragons. Anyways. Just saying parenting.
Oh, this next line's great.
And he does it in that smug, entitled white guy way we're all very familiar with.
What, psychotic? He literally went from a timid kid to a dragon.
Right, but he earned it.
Right, but he literally, they bond, and a lot of us believe that when they bond, they take on characteristics of each other. So, he took on characteristics of that dragon. He is a dragon. That's how he acts now. Get used to it.
Do you think he's going to have, he's going to be one of those kids that are like an old man now? He's like, I don't want to play. I'm just going to sit here and read my news.
Wait till you see what he does. He's badass, dude.
Even if that isn't the real, just him being able to control and force this giant fucking death machine to bend to his will is a confidence boost. It's going to boost your confidence a little bit so you can have a little bit more of a swagger in your walk when you come back,
Right. Hell yeah. I've been being made fun of my whole goddamn life, right, Brahma? My whole life, and now I got a dragon. I could finally make fun of you.
Exactly, and that's what he did too.
Well, I said Brahma because I wanted to give other people a chance because it's like me and you having a conversation.
No, that's why I like having Brahma. No, Brahma will pepper in great things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about him. You don't have to worry about your talk time, your talk minutes, which I need to
I don't
get
worry
a counter for.
But yeah, I mean, it is like his trial of manhood.
That makes sense. You weren't ignoring me. Okay.
It is like
I'm still going to ignore you. What?
I'm getting through this article.
Say that again one more time, Brahma, because he actually was saying something.
It is like a trial of manhood for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he
exactly.
Claimed his manhood and became a man that day. He did something for his family that is going to be super important.
Yeah.
Because and he knows it.
Right.
He was willing to give up the eye if you listen to the line at the end of the show.
Which is he actually said a decade later. They decided to make him say it now, and it was even better in this moment.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, he could have said it a little bit sooner to calm people down in that room.
Oh, dude, he was staring Rhaenyra in the eye like it was worth an eye. He gained a dragon. Yeah, half staring. Well, one eye could stare.
Yeah.
One eye could stare.
Damn it. What was I saying? It was good.
It's good. Just read.
All right. After now back to Laenor for a second. After his sister's funeral, in a royal brawl involving his wife and kids, he tells Rhaenyra he'll be a better husband and father. It's one of his best moments of the series, and it really had me thinking things were about to turn around. You don't get this show. But yeah, that didn't happen. Rhaenyra decided she wants to keep the Targaryen line pure, which means marrying her uncle Daemon. That's not how she came to this decision.
I like how he can be a deadbeat for 10 years and do whatever he wants, but now he says, I'm going to change, and she's like, man, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Dude, you had your chance.
I'm not saying that the writer of this is this person, but those women are like, no, he said he was sorry for beating me. He's gonna change, and they just keep letting him back in. Hey, you put the you put that lamp out on the.
Yeah, good bloke.
You put that lamp out there. They're in a yard sale for a reason. Don't buy your own shitty lamp and bring it back into your house and to plug it up like, oh, it doesn't work. That's why I had it out there. You leave it out. That's a allegory for wife abusing them. Anyway, don't bring the lamp.
Where were we on the article?
I don't know. For this to happen,
don't abuse your lamp.
Yep. For this to happen, Laenor has to die. Daemon arranges for Laenor to fake his death, devastating his parents, but clearing the way for him and Rhaenyra to wed in a private ceremony. By the way, if you want to talk about actually treating the black character bad, they could have just killed him.
Well, spoiler for the books. If anybody, 3, 2, 1. I mean, in the books, he pays his lover and pretty much he dies. He's murdered. And then another person, it kind of, I'm not going to go that far, but it kind of causes a plot issue, but I can't wait to see what they do with it.
Do you think that they did that because they have a very interesting and compelling story that they're building to, or because he's black and they didn't want to kill him off like that?
Maybe they have, maybe that, but I hope they have a good idea. I hope, because it really, it throws a massive plot issue, down the road, okay, there's another, it totally changes the story if he doesn't die. So I'd like to see what they do.
Well, if he just never, ever shows back up.
Yeah, well, let's not, because I haven't read the books. I haven't read the books. Let's not get,
yep.
Seriously, House of the Dragon? I could have done without the incest this time around. Wait, you were cool with it the first time?
But it's the Targaryens. They're the ones who created incest in this world. Oh, wait, my God.
You're missing the point. Brother and sister, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But now that it's, now that it's uncle and niece, no, that's wrong. But remember in the previous one when it was auntie and nephew, that's fine. Yeah. But now it's wrong.
Well, she's also not these. I like the other, other whiteys, not these whiteys.
Well, agreed. These are far less attractive.
I know, man. They're supposed to be beautiful. They're supposed to be mostly beautiful.
Incestors?
What?
I don't know. Look, I don't know.
Most superheroes, whatever. The incestors.
Look, I don't know if they keep getting stuck in the garbage disposal, and they're like, "Oh no, stepbrother." I don't know if these characters were given such short shrift. What is that?
Say that again. I'm not even looking.
Short
where?
shrift?
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up. Hold on.
I'm looking it up now.
Okay, you do that.
Because, I haven't heard that one. Let's see. Confessing expressly to a priest.
What?
Oh, shrift. Sorry, somebody mispronounced it. It's shrift.
That was you.
If these characters were given such short shrift because they're from the series One Black Family, but the history of the universe. Wait, hold on. I got to read this sentence again. It's fucking me up. Look, I don't know if these characters were given such short shrift because they're from the series One Black Family, but the history of the universe, with Game of Thrones ending with Missandeia's senseless murder and Grey Worm left to sell off alone, it certainly points to a glaring issue. See, wait, the definition of shrift is confession.
3 episodes before that.
It means careless or,
Oh, does it? Oh,
disrespectful
definition.
Let's just say this.
Careless treatment, scant attention.
First of all, the deaths in the original series of Game of Thrones was written by Dumb and Dumber and their staff, not George R. R. Martin. So they got a better send-off than most people did. And Grey Worm didn't even die.
At least they finished the series.
Yeah.
Also
what she did is she wanted them to end up together and sail off. That's what she's really mad about. Yeah. But One Black Family, first of all, there only 2 of them died. And, there's still many black people in the world, but that black family still has a major role to play in this story.
I love how she literally references 2 other black people from different families, different regions of the world.
Yeah.
And she goes, the one black family. What the fuck? Where do they come from? Anyway.
Look, if you're from the north, you're pale. You're usually a paler skin. When you're from Dorne, you're usually like a Mediterranean. When you're from Lys or the Summer Isles, you're black. You know, like he does it regional, so it's easier to understand. Like these people were always with these people. They didn't marry outside usually. You know, like so the mixing of different cultures didn't happen yet in this world because travel, unless you're Littlefinger. Well, unless you're Littlefinger with the little finger like fucking train, it took forever to travel in your own territory. So why go out?
At least for the first 3 seasons.
Yeah, then it was like
House of the Dragon Sideline did one black family for several episodes, then killed them and wrote them off in the course of 1 hour, leaving black fans to wonder if this universe is worth their time and support.
Oh my God. Check the comments.
That's under the assumption. Under the assumption that people will only watch something based purely simply on the fact that they're
you have to be represented. Like you have to be now. Like which is ridiculous because stories shouldn't be, you know, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Like locked up where they can't explore things. They have to think. Wait a minute. I have to add a Latina X in here, and I have to, you know, like. Write the story that you want to write. If you don't want to watch it, don't. If you want to watch it, do. That's the beauty of this world, this great country of ours.
Well, it is another aspect to the idea that I've came up with of the external. Fuck. Oh damn it! What's the term? I guess went blank on it.
I don't know, but
the driving force behind the story. The MacGuffin.
Oh right.
Yeah. When a story is being driven by an external MacGuffin, like, if we don't have a black family be prominent in this movie, then we're gonna lose the love and support of that community. Like that is another thing that is restricting your ability to have a creative story, like to have something unique and interesting, because you are all constantly worried about outside influences rather than how the story is going to progress naturally.
Right.
If they think it's bad with the black casting in this one, they must really hate Rings of Power then.
Read the first 2. Right. Read the first 2 because they're great.
That's the problem with progressive casting. Despite the attempt to be inclusive, people care about race, role, and screen time and plot equity. The author doesn't see the characters as just fictional characters in a fantasy story. She projects her current worldviews into the show and doesn't understand why the show is the way it is. The reality is, if she ever read the book, the characters aren't really black.
Right.
So all her angst is misplaced, and the producers should have just gone with white actors. Then the author wouldn't have cared so much, except to probably complain about the lack of diversity in the cast.
Right, like they literally changed the whole family black, and that's not good enough for her because it was the wrong one because 2 of them died. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, but everyone in the series is going.
I mean, it's a war coming. You know, like
I wonder if the Targaryens were turned black for this story,
Viserys,
because they're in the main. If Rihanna,
my umbrella, Allah. No, but Rhaenyra, and like think about like what was she would have wrote about King Viserys? She would have been like, oh, look what they did to demasculate and destroy this black man. Like the white guy got.
They try to take away his power, but now they're taking away physically.
Yeah,
I'm as progressive as the next guy. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Well, we're here, but this is a ridiculous reach. Grey Worm, for example, was an absolute stud for virtually the entire series. Second, I assure you, House Valerian will play a massive role in this show. I predict Laenor makes his return in a blaze of glory. All of the society's ills can't be fixed in one season of a show based on a fantasy novel.
And then the next guy's great. I'll take looking for something to be upset about for 400, please, Alex.
I'm shocked that all these comments are still here.
And usually it's great that this is the root. Like this is a very progressive website, and these people most likely are very progressive. They didn't just find it to write shit about, but we should. All right, what's the next one?
I mean, this is a really good one. The story's about a civil war within a realm and a family, not about righting this world's wrongs. It touches on the patriarch's dismissal of women as nothing more than brood mares, but race never entered into the story. The introduction of black actors in the roles were an attempt to diversify the cast to represent and appeal to all. They are not penniless, powerless beggars after all. As for GOT, Missandra and Grey Worm's character were fleshed out very well, and they were central to Daenerys' ambitions.
And downfall.
Yep. Missandra's death was one that writers knew would cut Daenerys to the bone and trigger the insane rage bubbling just below the surface, and that did not do enough to justify it. As for Grey Worm, why would he stay in a foreign land that cost him everything he ever hoped to have? This article reflects the author's wish to rewrite the story and recast the show. That's all. Oh, man. Dude, yeah, they're
all against it. And you know what? I was against Brahma, and Grant, who read, I was against the casting of Corlys as a black man. I was pissed because it changed. Look at the Laenor and Harwin, who's the dad. It's much easier to tell who's the dad, but I believe that the people they casted were fantastic actors. The guy who plays Corlys, I was able to be you know what, dude, you're in this role, man, and I am okay with the change. Why is it that I am a white guy who was against it that is you know what, they're doing a great job with it, but a black person that wants representation is now writing articles about how they didn't do it right? I don't get it, man.
I was in the same boat as you. I thought it was a dumb move because of what we knew was going to happen with the legitimacy of the kids. But I mean, they also sort of figured out a way around it by making Viserys just basically be everybody knows, but he's just not going to acknowledge it because he does not like any conflict.
Right.
I hope that this is her real review of King Richard III, the play by Shakespeare. That would be awesome. Man, I'm just gonna try to slide through here, guys, and see if I'm glad there's also, this is a fake world. I'm trying to find somebody that says something positive though. So
I don't know. I know that for once, a lot of people, even in our fellowship, people we know, we were all ready to destroy this if it was going to be
absolutely
bad. And some of the biggest people that everyone says you're just a hate watcher, love this series. Ryan loves this series. And it is a great show and you're looking for issues.
The same thing with Rings of Power. Well, actually the reverse, because I was banking on it being horrible that I could make more content, but it was so bad it's not even fun to make make my content.
I'm in the exact same boat because I'm going to be doing all these videos on this. This is going to be great. We're going to be able to make fun of it, but I feel like I'm bashing up a kid that's in a wheelchair.
Well, with Rings of in this show though, it is actually doing the opposite. It's crazy because Rings of Power, all of its issues are fundamental in the way it was created and the way that it was made. The whole, the race swapping and the genders and Tolkien's legacy or whatever, all of that is secondary to it just being a bad show. Fundamentally, the way that it's structured, right? With House of Dragons, it's I'm not saying it's great, but it's good enough to where you're I'm going to look past your left-leaning bullshit that you're throwing in here because I am enjoying the show.
Because it's written well and the characters, you really could tell that the actors got into it. There was an interview with Ryan Condal, who's the showrunner, and he did something that's unheard of these days. He told his writing staff, before you even write one episode, you need to read the main series and Fire and Blood. You need to read the books and understand the actual what the show is based on, the books. No one does that anymore. They now, the woman who did Batman or whatever it was, where she made Batman like half Asian and the mother had the money, not the dad. Like she wanted to put herself in there and piss off her husband. Yeah.
With Bruce Wayne.
Right.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne. Yep.
Right. I mean, House of the Dragon's been so good that, I mean, one of the only things that, stands out to me that I could actually maybe come close to complaining about is Viserys is getting old as dirt, and Matt Smith, they're not aging up in any way.
I
mean, in the preview, it looked like
it's
they
just
did.
weird.
No, the aging they've done terribly. Like they should have kept the original girl actors until
we wanted all cock.
Well, until this episode when they jump, because they're jumping again. When they jump again, then bring on the older women, because look, the girls have aged so much, and Sir Kristen looks younger.
Right.
There's
a few actors that they're just not aging. And when you're making jumps from actual actors and actresses to, a completely different actor
compensate,
and actress,
right,
then it seems a little bit weird. Especially, like I said, Viserys, they're actively aging him every episode.
Yeah,
but his brother just doesn't look like he ever ages to me.
In the preview for the next episode, it does look like they aged him up a bit. Like he has some wrinkles and stuff.
I didn't watch the preview.
Being married to her is enough to age any man.
Well, that's true.
It's like going into the office of the president. You're going to come out like 30 years older.
Yeah.
Right, and feeling icky.
If that's like the biggest gripe I can have about the show, that's a pretty minor gripe.
Yeah.
And I mean, for the most part, they're doing a great job.
Right.
So
I hate, because I've heard this a couple of times, like people like, oh, you like not being woke shouldn't be the bar for what is a good movie. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But having any political leanings coming in from the curators or whatever shouldn't automatically dismiss a movie or a series from just dismiss it from even the possibility of having elements to it that you do enjoy. Like you can have both. You can have a show that has this, those woke agendas as long as they're subtle. This way it's always been. Like with Free Guy, I was talking to Mary about it. Mary Mayhem. Ever heard of her?
Yeah. Mary's been a big supporter of what happened to me. Thanks a lot. You weren't mad, but she was.
What the... Bro,
Why would she be supporting what happened to you? That sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, she glad it happened to somebody other than just her. Yeah, right.
But one of her issues, one of her complaints was how everyone that worked for the gaming company or whatever in Free Guy, they all had that woke speech about, they would use all the latest terms and stuff. And my thought was, well, yeah, because they would. If you look at the tech industry, there are some of the loudest voices in a lot of these political leanings. So yes, I think that's an accurate depiction of what they would sound like because they're all garbage people. You know what I mean? So I think there's nuance there, but yeah,
good stuff.
I thought it was. I felt like
I just wish at some point that actors and showrunners and producers would keep their damn mouths shut. Because people were ready to hate House of the Dragon before it came out because they kept telling us it was going to be a woke fest. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they turned people off beforehand. I get what you're saying, Mad, but I mean, yeah, they got to shut their mouths.
Like literally the shorts I was doing that I got in trouble for, I had so many people say, wow, this doesn't look too bad. Should I give it a chance? And I'm like, hell yeah, you should. Like, I was really trying to support this show because I think a lot of people that feel the way we do about entertainment today didn't even want to give it a chance because a lot of times they just don't give anything a chance that's new anymore. It's because we already see the writing on the wall. And it was before this show aired, we already heard we're racist. We already heard, that we're sexist. And yet the final product has been really good so far.
And it doesn't show any signs of, getting to a point where it's going to be bad. I mean, the nice thing about this story is it is already a complete story, unlike the end of Game of Thrones, where they decided to go off on their own because George R.R. Martin is just lazy and didn't have his story completed.
No, so, he's been writing this.
We have a complete story to work on.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So Brightest Day, Zach says, almost like they're using marketing as a poison arrow to elicit the hate response. They need to run their narrative. I think another possibility is when they know when they know it's risky, because like people are going to reject it because it's just a shit thing. They use it as a shield. They literally use the people that they are supposedly allies of as a shield to stop criticism of their their stories, of their content, because they don't want, they can't take criticism in that way. They can't take criticism. They have to have motivation for everything, right? They modify everything. Whenever somebody criticizes something, well, there's a motivation other than my shit isn't bad. They're motivated by their hatred of whoever.
Right.
And I think that is a trend that we're seeing, is the modifying. I'm gonna coin
modifying.
that one. Modifying criticism to shield their bruised, like their egos and their lack of confidence.
Right.
So last thing I wanted to talk about before we call it a night. Did anybody see Dahmer, the real American hero? Wait, what's it? I forgot what it's called.
No, I haven't.
Real American.
I don't.
Real American hero.
I forgot.
Well,
What
wait
is
a
it,
minute.
Real monster? I don't know.
Did
I
you
watched
talk
the
about
first
She-Hulk?
episode.
Did you talk about She-Hulk?
Oh, She-Hulk sucks.
Yeah.
So with
I mean,
Dahmer,
well, no, because I haven't seen Dahmer. I don't want you to ruin it. But
I'm not going to. I only watched the first one.
okay, before you go to it though, did anybody see the clip they released with Daredevil?
No.
No.
Let me see if I can grab that real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I haven't gotten to see this week's episode of She-Hulk, and I haven't started.
well,
Dahmer.
it starts. It's
Tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes
That
out
is tonight.
later tonight.
Well,
Yeah, that's
you're
right.
a better
Today's
human
Wednesday.
because of it, Grandma.
Yeah.
Just give me a couple minutes and I'll have that clip.
Keely Chow, I feel the same way about YouTube, so that's why I put my Rumble link in Sparky News in the chat. Rumble was nice enough to give me my own URL that actually has my name in it, and they gave me a green check mark, which I still don't know what that means, but I got one.
Cool.
It's like a blue check mark, but it's better for the environment.
Yeah, no,
Verified
like
celebrity.
literally, dude, when I Google it, it tells you what a green check mark is on Facebook, what a green check mark is on other things, but nothing about Rumbles. It's like, wow, is somebody being suppressed? Allegedly.
All right, get a clip. Ooh, that's a car. Real quick.
That car
What?
would be destroyed.
Yeah. Why do they put so much green into this? Is it because they did such a bad job with the CGI that it kind of fades into
Yes.
everything anyways? So
I
they
think that's a valid
compensate
point.
with like, ooh, we're gonna have more green shit in this scene.
I think that's a valid point, man. Like they add different like hues of green to take away from how bad she looks. But don't forget, the reason why she looks bad is because she's so perfect, because women have to wear makeup and men get to show blemishes, which make it easier. Sorry.
Did you see the pictures of the stand-in for when she's in She-Hulk? Like she's 6'5". The chick.
Oh
that's
yeah,
the
and
stand-
they should just
Why
made
did they
her.
just get her?
Dude, she looks.
Right.
I'll find that picture so I can share it, because she looks like She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Also, the car wasn't going that fast to make him fly off like that.
Well, he's not as strong as.
Well, it's Daredevil.
Oh my god!
Daredevil was on the top
if
of
she
it.
turns around and asks, him if he wants to go get like a bowl of chips or something. on the
Fries,
screen.
not chips. We're in America.
Fries or whatever it is. Oh, that's right. Yeah, forget.
You need to back off.
And waste this outfit?
Yeah.
Eugene, get out of here!
Don't super suit! You're making a mistake.
Wait, hold on.
So is
What
that somebody
the f-
she's
how the-
representing?
How the fuck did we get to this point? What happens in this episode to where we jump from her, I don't want to be a hero at all, like to where she's out here. Who the fuck is Eugene?
It's got to be somebody she's representing.
You made a mistake when you messed with my client. You made a mistake
Oh, there you go.
when you messed with my
Wait, hold on.
You need to back off.
and waste this outfit? Eugene, get out of here!
Don't super suit! You're making a mistake.
You made a mistake when you messed with my client.
The voiceover for this is nonsensical. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that they're having this conversation. They're in their little fight here.
Right.
Yeah.
Does that not stand out to Grant? You're an editor, bro. Is that horrible?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he edits things.
It is. It's
Not
just
enough.
that, because it's
What?
you're
Sorry.
right. I'm
I don't want to
I'll
treat it like
fight.
culture.
That's fine. No, there it is.
It's so bad.
You're making a mistake.
No, please. I want to hear what he said.
With my
Pause it. Grant, seriously. The editing of this is ridiculous. Please, I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Well, mainly they're not even it's supposed to be when they're running and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have conversations like that while you're in the middle of because when he's talking, he's facing away from her.
And there's also
I mean, what is he,
there's
blind?
there's no changes in the in the levels of the conversation. Like if you're moving around and stuff, the audio, if it's, you know what I mean, should reflect that there's going to be, you know, it's going to sound at different levels, like a mid, high, low, depending on the shot composition.
I don't know, I guess because they're both basically CGI in this, it was all coming from the one source.
Yeah. It sounds as if they're in a booth recording it because they are in a booth recording it.
Why did they CGI him for?
I'm with you on that. The fight, why is he CGI'd if they're... Because if you do have a stand-in that's the right height and everything, he could do the action... Like, they make him CGI... Like, it looks like the first Matrix CGI. You know what I mean? Like, he's a really good fighter. He's a really good acrobatic.
It's not like Charlie Cox doesn't know how to do his own stuff.
Right. And thank you for finishing that because I didn't know where I was going.
Matt is on when was I on a rant? Anyway, every MCU character, Frankie, by the way, using witty quips is getting so stale. They all have the same. For me, it's not an issue of the quips. It is the Whedon effect, to where Whedon was so good at having those quippy moments in movies and still maintaining a overall serious tone for the story, with, you know, not having that the quips conflict with the tone of whatever's happening in the movie, right?
Override the rest of the emotional arc.
Exactly. Like, it's not undermined by the quips. However, it was so successful that now MCU's like, we got to get those Whedon quips, and they're having unqualified, incapable people trying to do the Whedon quips, and it's not working because they don't know what they're doing. Go ahead, Scott.
No quips, nothing.
So two things. One, there's so many people on Twitter right now defending it. Like, if it's, you know, whoever's run, he's very quippy. But like, you're going to have to tell us this is a multiverse change, because the Daredevil we met is dark. The Daredevil we met, you know, is brooding, and he is all about like, he wasn't quippy. This, like, it has to be a different version of Daredevil. Second, I don't have a share option.
What do you mean share?
Like, I can't share my screen. Why is that?
Oh, present. They changed a few things in StreamYard.
Wow.
Yeah, the last update. I don't like it. Not the updates. I don't like it. They changed it to present because this is weird. But here, I'll bring this up.
That's the stand, and I'll move it around so you can see her a little bit better.
Yeah, I saw some other ones where she's standing next to.
Right, I'll try to find that. But, you know, like, if you look at her, let's get a better picture of her. Like, she looks like her in this picture with different makeup on, though. You know what I mean? Like,
and guess what? She also looks feminine.
Yep.
Even though she is a giant, maybe not in that.
You know, wearing that dress.
Mad.
No, the one next to it. Yeah.
You know, she enough where they could have used her, and then did a little extra CGIing, but like, I just don't understand why they couldn't have.
By the way, you know how you know the WNBA is not a wanted career? Because she could be the greatest WNBA player of all time just because she's 6'5", but she's like, no, I want to make money. I'm going to be a stand-in on She-Hulk. I'm not going to join the WNBA.
Right. I'm also like better looking, and probably.
Did you see the LP?
The what?
Go up. There's an LP.
He's giggling over the LP.
To the left.
Oh yeah, here we go. That's her as a child. That's when they do the child actress.
Anyway,
but anyways, that's
I want to see this clip.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you know what? I would have rather seen her as Jen too. She seems like it gets in her pictures. She seems to have more personality and more joy in her heart.
Right.
You know, which is where you got to keep it. Don't hide it under a bushel.
Made a mistake. mistake when you messed with my client. Because now I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Could you stop it for a second? Because I missed this
Yeah.
completely. So hold on. I'm going to put it in the chat and then you can highlight it because I got another tip.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was it not to do YouTube Shorts with?
No, well, I'm waiting for that one. No, this is from Eric K. One of my, well, I don't have channel members anymore. Eric K for $3 teaches me to get you all those members demonetized.
Yeah, Eric K. Fuck.
Well, they've all now been
Well, no,
paused.
Yeah.
He says demonized. Not demonetized, it's
Oh God,
demonized.
sorry, you're a demon. Like it is messed up. Like this is what bothers me about it. And I'm sorry to change the subject, but what bothers me is I got demonetized on 10/4, so October 4th. So all my channel members for September, no matter what I gave them, got content. So like service rendered, super chats, like the majority of my money, 97% of it comes from super chats, super stickers, and members. How do they take that from me when I did the work in September? Like they're not.
Wait, hold on. You got demonetized October 4th. They took your September shit?
They're because Mary Mayhem got demonetized in August, never got her September payment, even though she won her appeal. So like, I doubt I'll get it.
Well,
and that's
well, no,
that's going to be, dude, my wife
But
and
that's a reverse situation.
Right. And I'm going to be honest here. My wife and I made a deal. Like I'm going to Orlando. I bought the ticket, bought the hotel. I did that with YouTube money. This October payment for September was going to be my spending money down there. I am not allowed to use the family money because I'm leaving her with 3 little kids. Like I am like, what am I supposed to do now that YouTube stole my money?
Well, we'll
It's
talk
messed
after
up,
this.
man. Yeah.
I have a couple ideas that
Okay.
we can do to compensate for that.
How were your feet?
Huh?
Yeah, like when was the last time you got a mani and petty?
Me?
Yeah, we can get some money, bro. You got good feet shots?
You know what? I have one foot that could definitely be a model. The other one
What's wrong
is
with the other one.
You know what? Like the one foot has perfect toe from pinky to up to like thumb toe. I don't know what you call that. But the other one
big
has like a
toe?
little, the other one goes up and then like the ring one goes like it's not perfect. Okay. It's not perfect.
Okay, my first thought went to Mr. Deeds, like you had a black foot.
Yeah, no. I yell at it every day. Like, why aren't you as good as Lefty? You know?
All right, I'm finishing this clip.
Yeah, please do.
Wait, what the fuck happened to the ground? There's so much happening.
Because now I'm gonna whoop your ass.
So she thinks nothing about destroying a parking garage.
Dude, who could have been underneath that? That's
remains
a fucking
unwhooped.
parking garage.
Yeah, let's fix that.
Did he really just say, my ass remains unwhooped?
Yes, but you know what? There are comic runs where he does that. Guys.
He's a Hell's Kitchen Spider-Man
Yeah.
that's blind. What are you looking at?
My Frank Miller run of Daredevil is definitely not like that.
I thought you were looking at the security camera. Like
No.
like, is it okay if I said that?
YouTube's behind me.
Who's outside the door?
What the fuck is this? That's the whole
landing.
clip? Oh my god, that was the whole clip.
Well, yeah, they don't want to show you everything.
So essentially, he turned into Ben Affleck.
What? What was that?
Don't hold on. If you've seen the director's cut of Daredevil, it's a lot better. It's a far better movie than the.
It's still not
theatrical.
great.
What?
No, I'm saying the action, the CGI, the action was all CGI, and
Right.
it was like almost rubbery when he moved. That's what that looked like then.
Okay.
Look, it's not great, dude. Like when you have Matt Murdock, blind attorney, on a seesaw with.
So I knew you were going to do this.
That is I hate that part.
No,
That's a
because
best
listen.
courting scene in that. Apart from maybe the basketball scene in Catwoman, it's probably the best mating scene.
Oh god damn it! Listen, no, hold on. I'm not gonna let this guy get away with this one, okay?
I'm a green check mark, don't forget.
You've never been in love. As every great love story starts with a fight on a playground with seesaws in.
Mine started in rehab. Does that
karate.
count?
That's a kind of fight.
Yeah, I mean, fighting for our lives.
And you were seesawing between your sobriety, so I guess it makes sense.
I mean, I am a marginalized people, and YouTube is after me.
All right, well, guys, that's gonna do it for us here at Mad Wednesday.
Superior Dump.
Let's see here. We'll start with Brahma. Brahma, you got anything coming up?
You can catch me on Comics Division's channel tomorrow night for Thursday Night Throwdown. And
cool.
We have also been making some changes. We're going an hour earlier now. And we are doing a split show. We haven't hit Rumble yet, but we're doing YouTube for like 2 hours and then going over for another hour and a half on Odysee to where we can say what we want.
So what time does that start?
That starts at... So now we're at
8 Central?
7 Mountain, so 8 Central.
So 9. Oh, wow, dude. Maybe I'll have to talk to you guys next week about maybe coming on or something.
Yeah, we'll see.
I haven't hung with my friend Dick's Division in a while. I'll talk to Toxic. I know he makes the calls.
Yeah, he does.
Cool. Grant, you got anything?
Yeah, I'll be on Shagsworth channel this afternoon / tonight.
Who?
Shagsworth.
The Shagsworth.
No, I actually never heard of him. Is he an Australian dude?
No.
He's a good dude. He
with No Green,
go ahead,
No Green Rocks and Horror Amarada.
Oh, I like Green Socks.
Yeah, so it's their weekly show.
Oh, cool.
It's called
the midweek hump.
I have to go check it out. I mean, it's not Matt's Wednesday dump level, but I like it. I like the hump. Yeah.
I'm glad you do. Thanks, man.
Scott, do you have anything coming up?
Yeah. YouTube, my channel is under attack. Okay, please send it to everybody. But I really want you guys. We're up to. Let me refresh it. Over on Rumble yesterday, I was at 50. Now I'm at something. I got like 116 or something like that
nice.
Followers. So I can now. We're hopefully Saturday. We will be mainly live streaming from Rumble, but also mirroring it on YouTube. But I would love if you supported me over on Rumble and supported my Streamlabs so I can get it something to eat in Orlando.
We will definitely be taking names on Saturday. Who's on YouTube and who's on Rumble?
You know it, sir.
Yeah. As far as me, let's see. I'm working on a new project I'm really excited about. Which, by the way, that means I can't finish the project I was working on for Scott, so he'll just have to accept it the way it is because I moved on. You don't even know what it is.
I had no clue either.
No, it's just for you. It's a personal thing. Awesome. Anyway, not like I'm.
It's
I'm
not like
giving you
is it a weird
Valentine's.
thing?
No,
it's
a good thing.
Okay.
No.
All right, just make sure.
I'm fixing a wrong that you have been doing for years now.
Sweet.
Yep. So
sounds like my life.
Tomorrow I'll be on with Lil Chad. Lil Chad does the comic. Lil Chad.
Mm-hmm.
He's a real cool dude, man. I'm excited to finally be able to stream with him again. Ever heard of him? And let's see here.
Are you gonna
Saturday,
be with my boy Devil?
I may drop by in the morning.
We're getting pretty tight.
LD.
We're getting
tight.
tight.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, it's weird because I know you very well. I mean, obviously I host a show on your channel,
yes,
and I know LD very well.
Has he ever been on this channel? Because you always
no.
said that, but
anyway, so I know both of you very well. Except, but for whatever reason, I'm not invited to your Sunday thing ever.
It's not on my channel.
Well, Nina knows me too.
Yeah, and you're as bad as me at trying to get on people's streams.
How?
Like,
I don't.
Hey, what's up, Friday Night Lights? Friday Night Lights? Friday Night Tights. Seems like Az isn't there. I could jump in. I'm that loser.
Oh, well, I mean, I've done that too, but
yeah, I know because we're losers.
People
but you know what? I say we're not even opportunists. We try. We go for it, man.
But yeah,
if you were
but
Targaryens, you'd be dreamers.
Yeah,
I can't speak for I can't speak for Scott, but for me, I hesitate to even DM people about being on their shows.
I just did. Okay, not about being on their shows, but having a couple people come on for a Sporkathon before the Orlando thing, and I messaged the three of them, and I felt like such a tool asking them to come on. And I was honest. I'm like, I'm asking you to come on so I can make money. You know,
the only time I really reach out to be on
You can
is
now,
if
silver lining. You can say, "I want you on there now because I want you on there." I'm not going to make a cent.
yeah, that's true.
anything is gonna surprise them. But the only time I DM people to be on their stream, especially people I don't know very well, is if they are covering something that I am really into, or that I think I could, that I have something to add to the conversation. So like with Nina, when she said that she was going to cover Terminal List, I'm like, I have to be on here because one, I had issues with the show. I enjoyed it overall, but also because of having a military background, I have a different perspective on some things. So other than that, I'm like, hey bro, man, like I see you have a channel, I have a channel, I don't dig that. But anyway, yeah, so check me out over on Little Chat. Saturday we're gonna have a Mr. Grant Gregory birthday celebration.
Awesome. What's that on?
I guess his channel.
Yeah, like after the dump,
is a much bigger channel.
Yeah, I mean he has a massive channel now. Is it after the dump or?
We may do it leading up into the dump, depending. Well, we need to talk in the back, anyways.
Yeah.
But
we'll do like multi, happy birthday, happy by then 30K, celebrations.
I agree. Anyway, so thanks everybody for being here and for watching. As we always say here, if you're not being beamed up, you're being beamed down.
I don't think we.
It's something I've said.
Has anybody else ever said that?
Yeah, I've said it a lot.
Oh.
Yeah. It's part of my. So, oh god, here we go. Whenever I leave the house, like if I'm going to the gas station or whatever, I always have to do this little thing where I tell the girlfriend, if I don't see you here, I'll see you. If I don't see you back here, I'll see you way up there. Say goodbye to my wife, I'll say hello to yours. And if you're not being beamed up, you're being beamed down.
Balls.
Yeah.
Like every time you leave the house?
Yep. Every time.
Every time.
Every time. Oh.
Wow, you really missed that.